Man, probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
Man, ain't nothing changed. Consistent times 10. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sports Chatter Show. This your boy, Coach Lee. It's Tuesday night, 3 days away from the weekend. You know how we do it around this bad boy. Man, we back at it like we mad at it. Man, it's time to run one with you guys. What's up, Lounging Leroy Jr.? What's up, player? Oh, here you go.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? I had learned this from a church, from a pastor, you know what I'm saying? He used to come in and just sit himself down as he proceeds, you know what I'm saying? What you do, loud as Leroy, don't say the Leroy without the junior, and I'm here in my full Saints attire, you know what I'm saying? Around all these Cowboy fans. But before I get my gloating on about these Saints, I got to holler way to the Bean State. Boston baked bean steak, man, to my guy out there too, man. What's that? Let's get welcome to the show.
What's up, dog? Kobe. What up, Kobe?
Kobe.
What's up, Patrick? We see you, player. Bring
the heat. You gonna bring that heat?
Whoa, that was the partner. Hey, I'm telling you, we got that axe throwing contest in the making, so be on the lookout for that.
Oh yeah.
But
how y'all day so far?
Good, man. It's great.
Mine was going great until I was, because we're getting ready for the show, and two right there, he said he had a gift for me, and he said it was the key to the Dallas Cowboys. So after that, I felt some type of way. You know what I'm saying? I go and get in my full Saints attire. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, look, check out the hat though. Y'all see that? Damn. Something y'all ain't seen in years, right there. You see that?
Oh, you know when it's time to bury them, when they come with old merchandise.
Hey, that bad boy getting a little dusty too now.
Hey, man, look, because this is for display. When you only have one of them, you got to keep it up. But man, it's been good, man. How's it going, fella?
Making it make. I see Maria Cruz. What's up, fam? Patrick, appreciate you, man. He said, "What are Saint socks?"
Hey, they're in the trunk. You gotta wear slides. You know what I'm saying? I got the slides though.
Saint slides.
Hey, man, y'all let us know who's hanging out with them.
Anybody got time for that? But we gonna roll on.
Yeah, man. The Saint socks ain't there. You know why? Because they already disappeared, and you only see the chest and the body and the head now. Soon in the season, it'll all be gone.
No. Trying to crack on my safe.
Hey, man.
Whoa, down, Coach Hill. Shout out to the Waco Tear.
Let's go.
Most definitely. What's up?
See you tomorrow,
tomorrow night. But hey, fellas, so this first topic, this is Sports Chatter Show where we discuss some of the topics usually throughout the day, but sometimes they have a pretty good run, but these discussions get pretty heated. So if you're not in the group, send us requests. Get in there. You're missing out, man.
Facts. It be heat in the way, like in the heat of the night or something like that. I think it was the wrong key. But yeah, y'all definitely get in, to our groups. Mine is my singing.
Marie Cruz said you got some Saint draws too.
Hey. Hey, you don't say that's how I make my money on the side.
I'm trying to keep a straight face. But hey, man, our first topic for the night. We're going to call this one.
Supposed to be a hell of a year for them draws.
Man, y'all guys.
Greatest team. This one comes from our commander-in-chief over there, Mr. Parker, a.k.a. Lounger Leroy Jr.
Do the beating with it.
So he posted in there today. He wanted to asking to rank these Olympic teams. The original Dream Team, 92. The second incarnation in 96. The 2018 or the 2012 team. And you pick 92, 96, just like it's in the same order as you said right there. Okay. What you feeling about that too?
In terms of that, you got to pick the Dream Team first. You know,
that's
solidified. That's the start of it. You know what I'm saying? Not the very start, but you know when it started to be the U.S. and it was ours for the taking. But that 08 team, just me being able to actively be able to watch game by game, the way that man Kobe carried games and those games against Spain, I'll give the 08 team the second nod. Third, that 96 team was pretty good, but the fact that they couldn't touch the 92 team was probably the reason why there was a little understone. The 2012 team was nice, but I'm going to actually go 96, then 2012.
90? What? 2012?
You got to realize them guys had Hall of Famers. They had Gary Payton. They had some guys that were a lot older in their careers, but they had some solid Hall of Famers.
Who they were playing against, though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back then, like you said tonight, they were playing in 08. They had in Spain, they were playing against Manu Ginobili. You know what I'm saying? They had great competition back then. During the 08 team era, some of them eras, like especially 12, they didn't have any competition for the international stage. Now, the Dream Team, they went out, they killed it. That's undeniably the best Olympic basketball team. You can't deny that, the 92. You can't deny that. Now why I picked the 96? Because basketball was different then. They played a holistic style of basketball. It was competitive versus now everybody's shooting the ball. No one does that but the United States. I didn't like their style of play. So that's why I went in order: 92, 96, and then so forth. What you think about that?
For me, I go 92, 2008, 96, 2012.
I could dig that. I see that. I like that.
Only because, and I'm probably gonna get beat up for saying this. Yeah, LeBron was on that team, but that was Kobe's show.
Yeah, that was Kobe's show. 08, Kobe's show, man. 08, to me,
if
I had to deal on me and living life, that was the best Olympic team for me. But I can't shadow 92 out because 92 is 92, and I can't get happy by all you fans. You know, I can't do that.
I mean, because that's the original. That's what I'm saying. Like that's like you said. That's when the U.S. made their claim on the world stage in basketball. You can't overshadow that with anything. Like everything else was just a byproduct of that. Period.
Shout out to Brian Kelly. He said the top NBA picks in the draft in 2 days will be an interesting topic.
Oh yeah, Brian, it was good. B man, shout out to B man. Part of the
show tomorrow.
Yes, sir. That's my man. Draft 2 days, man. It's gonna be very interesting, man. We obviously know Cade Cunningham. Is probably gonna be the number one pick by the Detroit Pistons. I mean, going down the line is kind of like who's gonna pick who. But I'm interested to see my guy Davion Mitchell, man. I'm interested to see where he jumps. He's been jumping in mock drafts, and it's gonna be very interesting. I think he's a better Donovan Mitchell, but I can't go over the top yet because Donovan Mitchell has proved himself, to be a great player.
We definitely
man. Can't wait to get that them talks and them picks up tomorrow, man. Y'all definitely tune in tomorrow for the Nothing But Basketball show.
Coach Hill says 92, 08, 96, and 12 as far as his order, and it looks like Mr. Patrick Dollar agrees with that as well.
Yeah, I could dig that. 12 is the worst one to me. That's the worst basketball. Well, this year. So you know what? So what? So the Sports Chatter Show. We talk about the topics that we So we gotta get these comments up. So one guy said, "Shout out to me, Nasty, man. It's nothing but love, man." So he's on our team. He says, "Can we get his comment up there?"
Can we please?
Dude.
So he says that today's basketball is better than basketball in the 90s. And I was like, clearly you're not talking about this year's men's basketball team because they suck this year. So I'm going to ask this question. Where does this year's basketball team fit into that schedule? Fit into that basketball tree?
Man, these dudes trash. I'm going to be honest. This is worse than the team that lost in the I think that was it won the Olympics. It was the World Games, I think. The team that had Michael Finley on it.
So this would be the worst. This would be the worst basketball team.
Oh yeah. There's no clear-cut leaders on there. There's nobody who's dominant, and also international play is much more difficult now.
That part. Yeah.
So the first comment as far as in the group, Imani Gray agreed with us. I'm sorry, I'll take it back. He said 92, 08, 12, and then 96. But Mike French fired right back. He said, man, they won bronze in 2020. He tried to correct it. He corrected it down here. All right now. We started to work.
He's a 2K. He's an NBA 2K player.
Okay.
It must be an NBA 2K thing, man. This new generation, man, I'm telling you, they like the threes and they like they like the flopping and they like all that stuff.
Hey, hold on. On that note, shout out to Kendrick Scott and the Alpha and Omega Elite basketball team, kids basketball team out there in Ruston, Louisiana. They came out there and man, they had a great show and them kids loved. So shout out to those coaches, but wanted to make a point, like I was standing there talking to the coaches and all the kids were doing was just shooting threes. And I'm like, Coach, that's all they do. Like, yeah, that's all them kids do is just shoot three. No one going to the bucket, layups, trying to dunk. Everybody shoot three. It's crazy.
So Matthew says, I think the world is better at basketball today than they were back in the 90s. Lounge and Leroy said this year's team must not be included in your statement.
Yeah, the comments like wow, like disrespectful to the OGs. Like, damn.
Thank you.
More.
Well, that's because a lot of people have recency bias. It's what's hot right now.
Yep.
And like Patrick Dollar said, everyone want to be like Kerry.
Yeah, Paul. Yes, Kerry was a game changer. He changed all of that with this whole 3-point shooting stuff. Yeah, it's crazy.
But a lot of people, Brian says in order. Don says in order. J. Chris, 92, 08, 96, and 12. The Routers in the way, 92 and 08. Dominated, I believe. Geesh. Agreed on both points. You can't argue with that 92 team. The 08 team was a beast, but I'm a fan of the 90s ball.
Right.
It's kind of like an old head. That's what they tell you.
That was cute.
Chris said 08, I like cause it's Kobe and LBJ. It was like a reload of the 92 All-Stars. And Tacoma Burst said, boy, you smoking. 92 and 96 is submitted.
That's what I'm saying. 96, you got to put in the line the roster that they had. Now, you still in that era was still in the Jordan, Magic, at the time, it was 3 or 4 years until he had AIDS and all that, and Larry Bird was Larry Bird. So those three guys are still mentioned in the world. The others like David Robinson, Shaq, and all were the guys that followed after. So you got to give that team that respect too. But in the terms of the style of play and the stuff that happened in the actual Olympic Games, 92 and 08 and 96 solidified, 2012 as well. But you when you're comparing this, you have to know. Like, real basketball heads have to know that that's the ranking. 92, 08, 96.
Not 08. Cause they got more. All right, so who changed the game in 08? Tell me which player changed the game.
Oh, hold on. So you got 96 before 08?
Yes.
Man, this 96 team looking kind of good. Though. I'm looking at it. Yeah,
I'm gonna be real with you. You go to that roster, go to the 96 roster, and I don't think any of those guys are better than Kobe Bryant. And Kobe Bryant was the best player on that team in 08. Check this. Go hard in the plays all the time.
Okay, all right now. Okay, so Kobe Bryant revolutionized his position. Big Cactus was on the 96 team.
Who? Cactus who?
Oh my gosh.
Big Cactus who?
O'Neal.
Big Cactus who?
Right here.
And we see how all that played out, right?
Shazam.
We see how all that played out, right?
Hakeem, the Dream, Elijah Wan.
Okay.
Got to go some more? Next
Okay.
other player?
Okay.
Yeah, Penny Hardaway.
Okay.
Reggie Miller for three.
Okay.
Right. Penny Hardaway.
Okay.
Yeah, David Robinson.
Okay.
The
Scottie
General.
Pippen.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man, this dude's a dog.
They dogs. No disrespect to them. They're dogs. But me personally, I'm just keeping respectful. I watched history. I didn't watch the 92 Olympic Games. I watched the documentaries and all that.
That was Mike, man.
08, and I'm telling people, go back to those games. Go back to that. Come on. Competition was there. Like, we see the game now, and we say, oh, the Americans are bad and all that. But a lot of these international teams been getting their asses whipped for so long that they had to adjust to be good. And the international game is real good right now. So,
Man.
No, we just real sorry, man. Come on, man.
I'm at the change.
can't mess with Kobe. Can't mess with Kobe. Come on.
I'm gonna have to change. I'm shout out to Kobe, man. But I'm looking at the 2008 roster. I'm at the change, man.
Thank you.
Carlos Boozer, old Jason Kidd, LBJ, Darren Williams, Michael Redd, Dwayne Wade, Kobe, Dwight Howard, Bosh, Chris Paul, Prince, and Melo.
That team is real. That team
I
knew
wait for
their
the
roles. That team knew their roles. That's what this new USC needs to go study. That team had players that knew their roles and shut their mouths.
So in the tournament bracket, they beat Australia 116-85. They beat Argentina 101-81. And they won the gold medal game. They beat Spain 118-107.
That was the hardest game, but that was the hardest. Without a team that nobody plays for, is either Argentina or Spain. That was the hardest game.
Kobe the last 4 minutes of that game. Go watch them. Go watch Kobe the last 4 minutes of that game.
Well, I know what Kobe not to put in the group. Kobe versus anybody. You just turned this into a whole Kobe show.
Because Kobe made that team better than what it was. And when it all was said and done, they got the gold medal. And I'm telling you, watch the last 4 minutes of that game. All you need. Kobe, if he had 4 minutes to win the gold medal, he did it in 4 minutes. And watch it. Go watch it. We're going to show it to you later. Because I think you need some intel and a little lesson on Kobe Bryant.
Bro, this roster trash, bro.
Yeah. I'm looking at this roster. I'm like,
I'm just saying, bro.
Most of those players on the 96 team couldn't get a ring. Besides Olajuwon, Shaq later on in the year. None of those guys are champions at the time.
D Wade and come on now. Carlos Boozer, he was a non-fact on his real team. You know what I'm saying? Ryan Williams, you know what I'm saying? He's a role player on his real team. Come on, man. Get out of here, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I'm looking at looking at the 96 team results in the quarterfinals. They beat Brazil 98-75. They beat Australia 101-73 in the semis. And the gold medal, and they beat Yugoslavia 95-69.
When was the last time Yugoslavia was good? When was the last time Yugoslavia was good? Tell me that. Yugoslavia. When the last time they was good? 96?
Yeah, you see they made a gold medal.
Man, I love this conversation. We can go about it all day, man.
Yes, this is a good one, but we all know true ballers know the 90s ball is better, more competitive, man. This new stuff, you know. But yeah, you might take a quick break, man. Come back.
Ain't like the mama.
What?
He got that in his DNA.
If Durant played, because he's been a role player. That's what I'm saying. Just like this 2008 team is all role players.
He ain't got the killer instinct.
Thank you. And it shows. That's why they're going out there. They getting hurt and coming back home. What?
That's why he couldn't overtake Westbrook in OKC.
Don't let them hear you.
That's why we
I know, right?
getting beat by Nigeria. Man.
But hey, y'all, we're gonna take our first break. We be back in about 15 20. Just like that, fella. Just like that.
That was good with the people. It's Montreal McNeander, NFL linebacker for the Cleveland Browns and Grambling alumni. I had to come through today. Give a special shout out to my dudes over at STWF Media, the big brand, where you can talk sports with the other NFL players, fans in their Facebook community. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go get them boys a shout out. Go check out their page. And I promise you, man, you're gonna love everything that you hear and enjoy it.
Booyah.
Man, call me, look. I'm trying to run back. Boom, we back with more of the Sports Chatter Show, man. It's Dude Lounge and Leroy with our guy from the Bean, Boston Baked Bean too.
Dudley.
Always, man, guy behind the controls, man, Coach Lizzie. We gotta try to switch that up. Hey, man, y'all definitely this Saturday, y'all come out to the Mike Lewis Park. We're having our first meet and greet outdoors. Have a lot of fun. Big old kickball contest. We're gonna have water balloons. And we're gonna have this cool tug of war. We're gonna have this pool, and whoever gets pulled, I guess the other team, you get pulled into the pool. So a lot of activity. Got some food, got some music. If y'all in Dallas, y'all come out, man. SCWF meet and greet.
No doubts, no doubts.
Come by.
All right, fellas. Next up, we got Hall of Fame worthy. Shout out. This one post comes from Jordan Thomas, who's a regular on here. Said decent list and asked about the Hall of Fame probability after this year. This is all current players. So looking at this, y'all see anybody that you think should be on this list?
Shouldn't be on here?
Yeah.
Did I say Chris Paul? I'm just hating. Don't just dry hate. Don't mind.
I'm gonna say Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. Wait, he was instrumental with the Cavs.
Hall of Fame, no?
What did he do? Didn't the Cavs win something else?
He on the back of LBJ.
It's kind of Kevin Love. I would say Kevin Love, and I would say if it plays out, Kevin Love and Rondo.
Yep.
Rondo got a ring.
I know. I understand that. No, I understand all that. I know all these guys are Hall of Fame worthy. I hope all these guys make it. But if we had to really have a discussion about who's not on, if we had to, like you said this weekend, tug of war, you know.
Well, to me, the obvious is Blake Griffin.
Yep, he shouldn't be on. He ain't played enough games to be on there.
Thank you. And he hasn't had enough time in the time in the spotlight to even be on there because most of these guys are kind of still relevant.
Blake don't belong too, but on my thing with Blake, there's something with me with organizations. There's something with me about organizations and players and how certain players from organizations make the Hall of Fame for certain reasons. That's just me and Blake Griffin to that Clippers organization. I just being who he was at the time that he was. You check the numbers in the years that he was putting up those numbers. He was one of the top 5 power forwards in the league. You know, injuries and stuff got him, but you can't overlook that at all. But
what was he doing? He won his triple threat. 1, 2, 3. It was always to the goal. He had no movement.
At the top, he had him reeling. Right. He had him reeling in the highlight reels, and the guy can hit the jumper. And the guy was a 20-point scorer. He was a 20 points plus. He was a 20-plus scorer on Clippers teams that could have won the championship, never did though. You know, whatever reasons that was, and then the decline came. him and Kevin Love kind of got that kind of argument too, because Kevin Love in Minnesota. Kevin Love in Minnesota first 5-6 years, 2010, 2015. He went to Cleveland to sacrifice himself. So
got a point there. I'll let you get that back.
maybe Jimmy Butler.
Well, he had a huge impact in, what that playoff run when he was with Chicago.
Jimmy play it. If Jimmy Butler makes the Hall of Fame, it's because of people see the real devotion in his game. He devotes himself to the game. Heart, defensive mind.
Like Russell Westbrook.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't really care if the jumper's not falling, but he's working on it. But I mean, he doesn't fall at times. But he plays hard and things of that nature. But this list right here pretty solidified to me in terms of the players. And all these players will more than likely get in the Hall.
Paul George.
You think he's probably like Paul George?
Paul,
in Indiana, he was the man. Yeah.
Paul, yeah. Nah, I'm gonna tell you what,
the guy's name was. He did have the name PG-13. Now I'm just saying.
In Indiana, he hooped. In Indiana,
he revolutionized the game.
He was a top 15 player in Indiana. When he went to OKC that 1 year with Westbrook, he was a top 3 MVP candidate. You see what he did with the Clippers this year, despite all the back and forth. But when it came down to it, Kawhi was gone. He put the head on his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? So
that I respect
Paul nasty before the injury, man. And it took him a while to get back from the injury, but he never lost confidence to be able to come back. Most plays would have been done.
That is true. He did show heart. Like after this season, Paul George got my utmost respect.
I think Paul George overrates himself sometimes, and that's why he got himself in the situation. Keep your mouth shut, play your game, and people won't have nothing bad to say about you because you're a good player. You play both ends of the floor. You're very nice. You're not rah-rah, So stop acting like something you ain't.
Young man stuff these days, man. They got to tell people that they're great. If you're great, people going to tell you that you're great. You ain't got to tell nobody.
That part. Like having someone, I'm gonna go there. This is a Sports Chatter Show because I can say what I want to say in the group.
I know your head.
Like putting a crushed out goat on your sleeve, but I digress.
They're gonna come for you, man.
No, they coming.
Hey.
They like the beehive.
Hey, look, I'm from Streets in the Wild. I can run. I can do the running man.
Let's get some comments, y'all.
You're gonna be running. You're gonna be running a lot this season.
He said, "Drop love." Patrick says Blake don't belong to. He took the Heat to finals. I believe talking about Jimmy Buckets.
Yeah, it was the Heat. I thought it was the Bulls.
No, it was the Heat last year.
Okay, yeah.
Coach Hill
Jimmy
says
Butler. No, the bubble. The bubble took Miami Heat to the finals. The bubble.
Patrick, I agree with you. He was nasty before he broke that leg, man.
Paul George was.
Yeah, I see. You gotta give Paul George his respect. He, to me, what shows greatness is you come on when it's time. You know what I'm saying? If you can't come on when it's time, you ain't great. And Paul George shown that this last time. He had his prime, and then he tapered off, and he showed his greatness during this last stretch. With the finals. Well, his playoff run. My fault.
Jordan said Curry is 100% now. I agree with that. Dante, Kevin Love is 73. It's too high. He needs to be in the 30% range. But Jordan makes a pretty good argument about it. He's had a decent career, plenty of All-Stars, and he was a key piece to an Eastern powerhouse. Plus, his college career is nice. That part is another component a lot of people forget about.
His college career, 1 year freshman.
Okay.
1 year freshman Kevin Love was, man. Shout out to Kevin Love. I believe he was the same college high school graduate as me in terms of years. So shout out to
shout out to
those are my homies. They ain't my older homies.
Dante says, how is George higher than Giannis?
George higher than Giannis? Depends on how you want to take it. You know what I'm saying? But Giannis is way ahead of Paul George. We know this.
Yeah.
James Harden in the wrong spot and Curry. Westbrook is better than both hands down.
Better than who?
Better than Curry?
What?
Better than who? No. Real talk. He said better than Curry and who else?
Better than Curry. He says that Westbrook is better than Curry and Harden.
I'm gonna be real with y'all because I like all three of these guys. I like Curry. I like all three of them. So I can't really argue. Curry is by himself. Harden, you can take Harden, or some days take Westbrook. But me personally, as a coach, I want Russell. I don't know why. I want Westbrook. Curry and Harden can stay over there. I'll take Westbrook.
They got that dog in them.
I got the dog. I'm taking the dog.
You want Westbrook?
I'm taking the Russ. If I need a dog. I need a dog.
A losing dog. That's why I ain't
We'll see. We'll see Thursday when he's in purple and gold.
Wish him on the star.
His dog, my dog is named after the original middle name of Kevin Love. What's your dog name, man? You can't throw that out there and don't give it to us.
Right. What you trying to get you an interview?
Kevin Love.
You got to come on and tell about this dog, man. Wesley. I think he got a cute dog named Wesley. I hope that's not the dog you're talking about.
See, Melo in 80% range, y'all tripping.
What? Hold on. Who said that?
Marcel says that. Marcel Fisher.
Meaning that he should be lower or in the high percentage tile?
I think the higher percentage of getting in.
He should be in high percentage again. Okay, I don't know. I see the comments on Facebook.
He changed it. Somebody correct him, said he had 98.4. That's a guarantee Hall of Fame. He said, my bad, getting old, can't see.
Yeah. All right, I'm about to say, dog, because,
Actually, then Carl asked, how's Lowry more likely to make the Hall of Fame than Rondo? Neither one of them belong, in my opinion.
If you're going to pick one in, I'll pick Rondo in.
Yeah.
I'm with Rondo.
Lowry's a dog too, man, and the Toronto thing. This is what I say. Can we agree with this sometimes with Hall of Famers? Like, it's hard to judge Hall of Famers because certain people come, like in the NFL, for instance, you got Phillip Rivers, who people say he's not a Hall of Famer. But if you look at the Chargers' history, right. When you look at history, the only better QB than him was Dan Fouts, and he made the Hall of Fame. So to me, it's kind of like sometimes a franchise thing. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you are, you get in the Hall of Fame. Like, you can't compare him to like a Tom Brady or something. You can't.
I have my microphone so you can talk loud. I can turn you up. Did I just hear you say it depends on which franchise you with? You get into the Hall of Fame faster? Can you speak again, Dallas Cowboys fan?
Yes, no, absolutely. Like this, it's like this and like that. You got a lot of Dallas Cowboys that's in the Hall of Fame, but it's what they did at the time with their teams. Like, people say Tom Brady is going to be
all Dallas Cowboy players.
You're going to get Rob Gronkowski in the Hall of Fame with him. You're going to get Julian Edelman in the Hall of Fame with him. You're going to get so many people in the Hall of Fame with him because they did it with Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Like, this Hall of Fame thing gets out of context sometimes because people think, it's solidified for A+.
Because now society's changed, and now it's all about popularity. I mean, so there's a popularity component that actually also gets them in too. So I mean, back then they, it was graded differently.
Popularity is in towns too. You know what I'm saying? Based on town play, like every team in the NFL, NBA is gonna get a Hall of Famer at some point. Not all. It happens. Every team, every franchise has a Hall of Famer. But when you compare them to different players, you know what I'm saying? That's where the discussion starts. But in terms of saying somebody a Hall of Famer, you got to look at his team. You got to look at what he did for the team. Don't look at the Browns and say, the Browns got a 4-12 record and they don't got no Hall of Famers. There's somebody over there playing Hall of Fame football.
That's true. It was Jim Brown.
Baker next.
So
he ain't bigger than Johnny Football.
I would agree that it does depend on the team that you play with. Case in point, you got the 70 Steelers and the 70 Cowboys. Both had great teams. Steelers won 4 Super Bowls in the 70s versus 2. More Steelers have been put in the Hall of Fame from their team. Drew just got in. He should have been in years ago.
How do you make this about the Cowboys and Drew Pearson just not getting into the because he got his because he has his own issues. There's a reason why he didn't get in.
He was acting
But
like
he getting that. Huh?
He was acting like Terrell Owens.
That's all I'm saying.
And speaking of Terrell Owens, we're gonna key this up. We're gonna take a last break of the show. We're gonna have somebody that's still hanging around, attempting to hang around. It probably should be hanging around, but the organization he's trying to go to, it all makes sense. We'll be right back, y'all, by 15-20.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes,
we live, cameras on?
We live, baby.
Are you ready?
Sports Chatter Show. Last segment of the night. I dubbed this one for us. Desperate Times.
Man, that's like rat now.
And this one comes from, who posted this one? Shout out to Shada Marley. Me sitting back and thinking we can actually get 3 or 4 good games out of Ocho Cinco. But for those that don't know, Ocho Cinco reached out via social media declaring that he can come down to help the Saints out. Right now, this year, all he asking for is have his meals paid for and a place to stay.
That's why I wore my jersey. Get that foolishness out of here, man. That's crazy. He crazy, that's crazy. Nah, man. Nah.
Man, listen.
Stop lying to yourself.
Man, listen. That dude Ocho Cinco, man. I don't care how much of a fool he look like or act like talking like he wants to get back in the league. But I think he's for real. But I don't think he should be on the team. But I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ask y'all a question. You know what I'm saying? Dude, not because he's older, but I don't think in terms of the playing style, I don't think he's lost any of that. The competitiveness, I don't think he's lost any of that. If the Saints want to try him out, hold on. He said try out. He didn't say, hey, put me on the team. He said try out. Hey, if you're going to give Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory a tryout, hey, Chad Ocho Cinco can get a tryout. Why not? A tryout?
I'm going to tell you right. You know, his competitiveness didn't change. It's still there. His love for the game, his knowledge of the game didn't change. It's still there. But the game has changed. The game is a whole lot faster. There's a guy that's a lineman running a 4.3, 4.39.
Hey, the NFL has their choice of who they get. Hey, if people want to choose to bring Tim Tebow back, why not?
As a quarterback, though. Not as a quarterback, though. They're not bringing him back at his original position.
The Saints need it, though. The Saints needed him to try out because the Saints are going to be trash at the wide receiver position. They're going to be trash. My cousin Trey Quan ain't even going to be able to hold them up. So you got to go work out Chad Ocho Cinco. I'm going to just be on Chad's side today.
But why? I mean, Chad Ocho, he's just trying to eat clout chase. He just won't be relevant. That's it. None of that shows relevancy. I have yet to see who's seen him working out.
I seen him working out. I seen him I seen him literally own a boxer that's professional boxing now into the 4th round until he got hit. I seen him working to try to stay athletic and shape. Hey, he ain't fighting on the football field. He's going to catch footballs. I think Chad Ocho can catch a football too in a tryout. Why not?
That boy's a boxer. He's a knockout. He ain't much a boxer. He's a knockout artist.
Tryout.
No, we don't want that boy. He's a whole load out here. That boy ain't no football player no more. He's Chad Ocho Snuckle KO. That's get his ass out of here.
Ocho, no. If anything, they need to holler at T.O. I think T.O. can still put in work.
I think we should do the same thing we did last time. Hire T.O. right before the Dallas Cowboy game. Greatness.
Man, Chad last year in the NFL was with New England in 2011. He had in 16 games 1 touchdown, 276
Yo,
yards.
stop it. No, stop.
On 15 catches.
No, Bill Belichick's system, that was a downgrade. That was the watered down. They knew what they was doing with him. They wasn't giving him no rock. Nothing.
Year before that, 2010, 14 games, 831 yards.
Numbers don't lie.
Then he played in 2014. He went to the CFL. 5 games, 7 catches, 151 yards in the tub.
Who we talking about again?
We talk about Chris Hogan.
Oh, okay.
I'm telling y'all, man. Chad gonna get a tryout for the Saints, man. You're gonna hear it next week. Chad gonna get a tryout. Sean Payton gonna give him a tryout.
Hey, man, I think that boy need to get checked for CTE. That's what he is. He's talking crazy. We seen it there get knocked out. Now he's talking crazy.
Well, the servers love him. The servers at the restaurants love him because he tipped crazy.
Because he clout chase. He won't be relevant. A guy that changes his name from Chad Jones to Numbers, that boy do anything for the spotlight. That was clout chasing before clout chasing.
Shada said, I'll take him for a week or two. What else we got? AK gonna be half dead. All the plays we call for him. Then he laughed. Then Bumpy laughed and said, "Y'all signed Chris Hogan."
Yep.
That's
Tebow
yesterday, I think.
Tebow. Jacksonville trades Tebow to the Saints.
We good. We got big play team, man. I keep telling y'all that.
Yep. 5-12. 5-13 this year for the Saints.
As long as those 5 include Green Bay, the Packers, and of course, Dallas Cowboys.
Oh man, that's 3 L's, hot L's.
You see, you know, as I say Green Bay, the Packers, because that's gonna be one for the team and one for you, Bumpy Nelson. Shout out to you.
Shout out to Patrick again. He said Victor Cruz on the Breakfast Show said there's policies in the NFL.
Absolutely, politics in the NFL. He was one of the people. He was one of the players that put the Giants on the mainstream, couple dollars, and then boom, damn, he get hurt, and then they don't even want to help him no more. Damn, Victor, go to ESPN on the booth. But there's a lot of politics. T.O.'s one of them. T.O. could have still played in the league still to this day. T.O. could have been one of the first players to be 50 and play football. But they want to make Tom Brady the guy. They want to make Tom Brady the face that plays over 50. That's what they do. It's politics as usual, as my guy Joe.
Of course. That's what happened.
Hey.
I agree with you.
Every chance I get. Shout out to my man, Don Vito. He said 2-14. Jerry Rice can come back. Y'all got pocket knife and crab legs at quarterback.
That's dirty, bro. That's dirty.
Accident waiting to happen in the Saints now. Accident waiting to happen. It's waiting. Hold on. Somebody mentioned that you had Saints draws on earlier. Them draws are gonna be hella shitty after this shit. SS team, shitty Saints.
Hey man, I'm telling you, when we win, I'm gonna air the motherfuckers out. When we beat the Cowboys.
Respect y'all too, because if y'all don't, boy, we riding y'all ass all year. Hey man, y'all, y'all better get the motherfucking bags out again.
Better get them out.
Bring them out.
Right, man. Football, man.
Let me get back to goddamn practice, man. Goddamn, put me in the game, man. Shit, I'm ready too.
They didn't
might as well sign me. Talking about signing some damn Ocho Cinco. Shit. But it's so hard, man. About that time, we got any shout out before we get up out of here.
Yes, sir. Shout
Man.
out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you all, man. And I want to throw a little something out there before I head off for the night. During the football season, got a lot of sports memorabilia, signed sports memorabilia, NFL wise. And the weekly, I want to do raffles, you know, in order for fans or people in the group to win these pieces of memorabilia. So starting probably, you know, first week of the preseason, second week of preseason, I mean, throw weekly raffles for the community, you know, more of a networking stake, but you know, a chance for you to get something at a very decent price.
Wait, how you raffle it? They say at a decent price.
Yeah, because they raffle tickets. It ain't free. Raffle ain't free tickets.
That's the first thing you want to know.
Hey, I got fire right there. I got stuff that's probably $200, $300, $400 worth of stuff, man. You can win for $5. Man, take that chance. Flip it.
I can dig it.
I'm gonna do that for y'all guys. You know, say you're a Cowboys fan, you're a Saints fan before the season. I'm gonna mail y'all each something, you know, and something a little token of my appreciation. Football's gonna be a hell of a season, man. You know why? Because not only are the Cowboys gonna end up winning the Super Bowl, but all y'all gonna watch it. And I have so many friends now that it's gonna be a whole party when we win. We're gonna be right here.
You're gonna lose that bet, and you're gonna lose in the Dallas Cowboys. You're gonna lose in fantasy football. So yes, it's gonna be a great season.
All I know is them Saints. We're gonna come up. We're gonna have them designer bags for y'all.
Oh, when the Saints go marching, oh, when the Saints go marching. We good over here, man. We good.
I love the way y'all stay so optimistic, but hey, y'all were used to it for 55 years, so it's all crazy.
All gravy now.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Well, while we ended this show, you know, I just want to highlight the Super Bowl champions, you know what I'm saying, in recent times.
Already. I give y'all that.
Till tomorrow.
what?
This is dude. Lounge and leave, bro. I got nothing else.
Patrick, I got my eye on you, Patrick.
I'm not worried about Washington. They don't even have they think they're getting a rental QB and then winning the division again? Hold on. Yeah, right.
You said it again.
Hold on. They're not winning the division again this year.
I'm just saying.
Not with a rental.
They won it last year. They won it last season. And the only thing y'all team did was healed up. Their team got better, man.
I would have been real. No, been real. No, realistically, let me be real. I like Washington is the best team in the division coming into the year. I got to give it to them because they won it last year. I'm going to give that to them. Dallas Cowboys, for me, ain't ranked in the top 10 of football teams coming into the season. That's just me personally because they haven't earned it. But what I'm going to say is the Washington Redskins, I'm going to call them, not the Washington football team. The Redskins are not winning nothing this year. You know why? Because they didn't address the real issue they had, the QB position. They didn't address it. And guess what's going to happen this year? It's all going to be set and so on that field when Fitzpatrick is getting his ass kicked on the field.
Man, I'm confused on lost something. Y'all didn't address y'all QB issue either.
Alex Smith, Fitzpatrick's not better than Alex Smith.
But y'all, the Dallas Cowboys didn't address y'all QB problems either. You still got a guy. You still got a QB who can't throw the ball accurately over 30 yards. That's evident. And he's throwing the ball to Michael Gallup. It's all over. He in the practice field overthrowing the ball, and Michael Gallup flips over the field. Who the hell does that in practice?
Somebody that got their spot took by a rookie last year.
The Cowboys. Who does that? You know what? Better yet, who practices at a field with a fence that close to the end zone?
I gotta answer that. Can I answer that? I bet you now it's all coming to fruition now. Now it's all gonna come. The Saints are gonna trade for Michael Gallup. That's your answer. Michael Gallup been on the floor for the last year. He going to the Saints. They need a receiver. Bring him in.
I think this on Full House back in the day. Guy was like, cut it out. No, man.
He about to be heated in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. He about to be heated. Gallup about to be in New Orleans.
Like I
Fall
said,
over the season though.
My
I
shout
play
out
the trombone.
tonight.
I got this trumpet for y'all to come play on the bandwagon with me. But you know what? I want to give a shout out. Definitely got to give a shout out to Sean's Athletic Gear. Y'all check him out, SeanAthleticGear.com. Check out the group. That's where I got to get me some new Saints memorabilia. But check it out. But man, y'all Dallas Cowboy fans got me wanting to give a shout out to all the New Orleans Saints fans. Hey Siri, hey Google, play When the Saints Go Marching In.
Oh Lord. You ever heard of the tailgate? This is the tailgate before the disaster season.
And I'll be playing my it's the wrong verse, but look, that's all to the bar, man. That's all I got. Lonzo Leroy, man. Go talking friends. Wow.
Hey, y'all. Appreciate y'all, brothers. Enjoy y'all as always. Make sure y'all tune in tomorrow for the Number Basketball Show. Get in here, interact with us, like, comment, subscribe. Man, you know how you boys do it. Come holler at us. Let's do this thing. Football season is here. It's time to do it. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace out.